There we go. My mic wasn't connected for some reason. Whoopsie. Hello. Hi. It's me, the bird. How we doing this morning? Bom 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 bom. Bom 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 bom. Bom 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 bom. Bom 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 bom. Bom 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 bom. Bom 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 bom. Hi. Hello. It's me again. Thank you, Ego. Thank you. Hi. I'm doing good, thank you. How are you doing? I think I've already asked that. Shit. Oh well, it's fine. Fine. This is a continuation from yesterday's stream after I had to leave early because my internet was crashing on me. So I was like, I'm just gonna raid out now while I can. And I did. So things happened last time. And by things happened, I mean not much happened, but also good stuff happened. We started our harem dinner date. Yo, I had to voice act 8 different characters yesterday. 7 of them in one scene together. So, most of this is still gonna be me having to voice act 6 different characters in a conversation together. So, boom, 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 boom. This will be fun. I've not got much else to say, so shall we? We shall. We shall. Shum. Wish for what's forbidden. Hi, Scripps. Welcome in. How you doing? How you doing? Have safe travels, Moja. Have very safe travels. Thank you for popping in. Got a very important Stray Kids video to finish that I'll be lurking for a bit. Of course. Take your time with Stray Kids, of course. I understand. Bung. Bung. The finish. Look at everyone together. Look at how cute everyone is. Look at them all. Look at them. Bum bum. Bum. Stop it, Script. Stop it. Stop it. Everyone looks so good. Bum 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 bum. So, we came out for the dinner with everyone. We spoke to Quinn, the restaurant owner, who's also in love with my aunt for a bit, and we're like, hey, I got a letter from my aunt. She said to tell you that she's thinking about you. And he was like, mad. And Eden here was just like, so, you're in love with his aunt? He was like, well, in love with her in my own way. Just existing as a tiny part of it, just existing as a tiny part of her life is enough. He was like, what if she wanted more? He was like, it would be an honor. So, we got more of Quinn being a beautiful romantic. We started playing 20 questions. No, we started playing Two Truths and a Lie with everyone, which was fun. I don't remember what most of their things were, and I can't really go back and check at the moment. But where did we get back to? Yes, okay. So where we left off was Lucille here was saying about how much she admires Quinn's love and devotion for our aunt. And Eden here was going, well, that seems a bit sad to me. And all that love and nothing in return. It feels a bit sad to me, so I think we're jumping back in with that conversation now. Give me a second to hydrate and get my voice ready for this. One moment. Okay, I'm back. I'm here. I think I'm ready. Oh, I gotta yawn and stretch first. Oh, it's raining. Nice. Here we go. Let me go back to the previous line first. All that loyalty, all that devotion, and what if it was never returned? What's left for someone like that? Did you not listen to a word she said? Not everything is about what you get back. Some people love in quiet ways, through actions, stability, showing up. There's value in loving someone without expecting something in return. You just don't understand it. What makes you so sure I don't? Because everything you say about love sounds like a transaction. Or you offer your heart and expect someone to take it. That's not connection, that's a contract. God damn, Emmy, god damn! Oof! I feel this! And what would you know about it, Mr. I don't need anyone? More than you at the very least. Wow, okay. I thought we were playing party games, not starring in a courtroom drama about the ethics of love. Sprout is correct. We would do well not to pry into Sir Quinn and Lady Sylvie's private matters. Even the purest intentions may bruise where they mean to heal, and I would not like to see Sir Quinn hurt by our words. You're right. Of course. My apologies. Still, I enjoyed the conversation. Hearing everyone's views is enlightening. I didn't grow up around people with opinions that weren't handed to them, so hearing all of you speak so freely, even when we disagree, kind of refreshing. Though if you ever want to have a less existential discussion about love, Sprout, I'm always happy to offer my services as a test subject. Oh? In the name of science? Naturally. Controlled environment. One-on-one observations. Lots of long walks and meaningful glances. All the good stuff. All very official, wouldn't you say? You are incorrigible. Just shut up and eat already. Oh, you're just jealous of our blooming relationship. What? I am not letting you steal my favorite manager away from me. Yes, take care of your words, Sir Eden, for I am sworn to protect Sprout from anything that means harm. I've missed most of this game. Did you create your character or set it? So, this is us. The ginger here, this is us. We had the option of masculine or feminine a character design, but I went with this version. If you'd like, when I get the chance, I can give you a rundown of who all the characters are, to get you a bit familiar with them. Also, ad break coming up in a minute, just so you're all aware. This is somehow the best and worst dinner I've ever been to. I can't help but agree. There we go. So, here's the rundown. Yes, of course. This is us. We are Sprout. We did get to name our character though, but the first thing anyone called us was Sprout, so that was just the name I went with. So we are Sprout. We're a city boy who our aunt runs an antique shop, and she sent us a letter saying, "Hey, I'm going away for 3 months. Come look after the shop for me." And we were like, "Yo, I hate my city life. I gotta get out of here." And so we moved, even if our mom didn't really like it because she doesn't like our aunt. We moved here to Willowmist, where we're now managers of an antique store, which is one part an antique store, more a place where our aunt kind of took in weird people and looked after them. We met Florian. This is Florian. He is the shop assistant, an employee of the Willowmist Emporium who seems to work more than sleep. He doesn't do anything with enthusiasm, but he does get his work done. Not a fan of mornings. Florian's a vampire. Florian here is a vampire. He has tried to bite us before, but he's also squeamish and afraid of blood. His backstory was his mom and his sister live here, and his mom saved up a lot of money for him to go to college, and he went to college and bit someone and ran away from college and moved back to town and works at the antique store without his family knowing that he's back and not at college. And so whenever he walks around town, he's always kind of like hiding his identity. Yeah, he's a very poor bean. He's also my favourite at the moment. And doesn't look like anyone else. Doesn't look like anyone else I might know. This is Emmett. Emmett is the accountant. An accountant who worked with your aunt before you took over. Prefers to keep things strictly professional. Very good at his job. Yeah. He's a big, strict toughie who also... No, he doesn't want to be connected to any of us in any meaningful way. He just wants to keep things very professional, and we are doing everything we can to change that. He also can't hold his alcohol. He cannot hold his alcohol. We've met him once while he was drunk, and before we met him, we invited him out to eat, and he said, "No, absolutely not. I don't do that." And then we met him while he was drunk, and he was like, "You, come sit with me. Sit with me. You're not going anywhere. Sit with me. Let's have our dinner date now." So, can you romance everyone, or do you have to choose? I don't know. This is still only the demo. In fact, let me check something. Yes, I'm currently 15 hours into this demo. Yes, very controlling vibes when he's drunk, yes. This is the demo and I'm 15 hours in. It's insane how long this is. This is Lucille. She's a knight. A self-proclaimed time-travelling knight from the Kingdom of Verlind, allegedly, works as the Willowmist Emporium's bodyguard, despite the town being very safe. She's a time-travelling knight. He came here, and our aunt was like, "Hey, that's cool as fuck. Get in here. Get in here." She is very sweet and very protective and very funny. Lucille was awesome. Lucille was awesome. Pretty much, this is a kind of magical world. If you couldn't tell, with vampires and time travel existing, this is kind of a magical world. So it's safe to assume that there's something up with all of them. It's just working out what it is. Like, for example, we're, by blood, a witch. We come from a long line of witches. Our aunt was a witch. And we have a talking book named Barnabas, who hates us, who is reluctantly teaching us magic. And also spends most of his time watching soap operas on TV and getting really invested in them. This is Winnie! This is Winnie. Future superstar. A bubbly girl who lives in the attic of the Willowmist Emporium, for some reason, spends her days planning her idol debut, and also pranks. She's also a ghost. Winnie's also a ghost. And she can't touch anything. And we don't know why she's here or how she died or anything like that. All she really remembers is a song, and she wants to be famous. And we are helping her do that. She's very fun. I like her a lot. This is Eden. He's the carpenter. We don't know much about him because he doesn't tell us much about himself. Willowmist's best and only carpenter, though he acts more like a kind of celebrity, a shameless flirt who acts like who likes to keep his cards close to his chest. He is so flirty. He's so flirty. The first time we met him, he asked if I was late to our wedding. So he's very flirty. I don't know what his thing is yet, other than his name is Eden, and he said he was born in a garden. He might be a tree, for all I know. He might be like a dryad. I don't know what his thing is. He might be the tree from the Bible. From Eden. I don't know. I don't know what his thing is yet. Bum, bum, bum. I just noticed his birthday's January 1st as well. That's interesting. That's a good question. This is Vivi. She's a student. To be clear, she is not romanceable because she is a child. The student who lives in Willowmist with a peculiar outlook on the world. She seems to be able to slip in anywhere and fit in. She was born on a leap year, she has heterochromia, her whole thing's being very lucky and having a great relationship with her mom. And she is like looked in the mirror before when we've been talking to her, and she said, "Do you ever feel like you're in the wrong body?" So she might be a changeling. We don't know what's up with her. Bum 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 bum. And this is Quinn. He is the chef. He is in love with our aunt. The owner of Willowmist's most well-loved restaurant and a poet at heart. Affectionate, flamboyant, and perhaps slightly enamoured with your aunt. I don't want to assume much about him, but he's normally busy on full moons, if you know what I mean. That's all he's said so far? That's all he's said so far? But he's probably a werewolf. He is a werewolf chef. Probably. I love him a lot too. He's so sweet and lovely. Okay, let's jump back in. Emmett reached out to the glass to the left of his plate, lifting it up for a quick sip. Uh-oh. Emmett, that's not... Too late. Emmett had already taken a mouthful, pausing at as the taste hit him. He slowly set the glass down, blinking once. Your drink. I didn't realize we were close enough to share. I'm honored, Emmett. You switched the drinks. No one switched anything. You grabbed it yourself. Is Sir Emmett quite alright? He stared down at the glass in betrayal, then turned to you, squinting slightly. Here we go. You're blurry. Maybe you should just... Wait. Emmett, are you drunk? After just one sip? I didn't realize you were just a cute side. Shut up, Eden. You talk too much and no one likes you. He holds his drinks like it. Yeah. He has told us before, literally a drop is all it takes for him to get drunk. He cannot hold his alcohol. And he's just had a mouthful, so... So you're an honest drunk. You've gained a new charm point in my eyes. Please stop talking to me. And you, why are you sitting here? He looked towards you now, elbow on the table, face resting in his hand. Why am I sitting here? To eat dinner. That's what you usually do at a restaurant, I think. No, why aren't you sitting here? Why aren't you sitting here? Emmett nodded his head towards Eden's seat. Do you want to sit next to me or something? Oh man, if I could eat popcorn, I would so be eating popcorn right now. I had not known Sir Emmett held such strong opinions about seating arrangements. So what if I do? Is that a crime? Not the last time I checked. Wait, you don't want to sit next to me? No. Your personality is exhausting and you flirt with everyone. I don't flirt with everyone. In fact, I've been decidedly unflirty tonight. You flirt with Sprout. Emmett, maybe it's time to... Do I? Constantly, and poorly, might I add. You seem oddly concerned about where Sprout's attention goes for someone who doesn't care about anyone. I never said I don't care about anyone. I'm just selective. Selective, huh? Yes, very. I showed up tonight because someone keeps getting dragged into nonsense and I have to keep an eye on them. Who, me? No, the other new antique store manager in town. Of course I mean you. Oh, he's like a clingy cat that pretends to hate you but actually loves you and wants to sit on your keyboard while you work. That is so specific. I never pegged you for the possessive type. What do you think I'm gonna do, bite him? Hi, Mango. Have good looks. Thank you for being here. Knowing you, probably. You don't need to worry. No one is getting bitten on my watch, Sir Emmett. That is a very cute comparison. Uh-oh! No one's getting bitten on my watch. Uh-oh! No one's going to bite me. Not unless you say please, at least. Please keep your mouth to yourself, Sir Eden, lest you lose it. Fucking hell! God damn! Lose my mouth? Alright, I'll be good. I doubt it. Sprout, you should come sit next to me for your safety. That's a little hard when I'm sharing dinner with Florian, don't you think? You can share mine. God damn. Oof. It's a kind offer, but I'm really enjoying mine, and I don't think Florian could finish it all by himself. Maybe we could share next time? I suppose Florian should consider himself lucky then. What did I do? Ah, he's jealous. I'm not jealous. You do sound a little jealous right now. The shopkeeper is free to eat whatever they want. Hey, I had a question. Why do you stop by the store so much these days? He's helping me with... I know, all the boring numbers and stuff. But... it's not just that, is it? It's part of my job. I'm ensuring the transition is smooth and that Sprout isn't unintentionally ruining the store's finances. Let me hydrate and stretch, quick. And hydrate as well, of course. Sip, sip. Oh, thank you for the chat spam, Nightbot. Appreciate it. Thank you. Oh, okay, I'm good. I'm good? Am I good? I'm good. I'm good. Come on, Emmett, just admit it. You're hovering. It is not dishonourable to show concern for one's companions. Are you checking in on me? Of course I am. He cleared his throat, adjusting his glasses. You were suddenly dropped into your role with little warning, in this town of all places. Monitoring your adjustment is prudent. Aww, he's worried about you. That's very sweet, Emmett. That's very sweet, Emmett. Thank you. I'll have to remind you of this entire conversation tomorrow. Psst! You owe me £5. You owe me $5, Florian. Once again, what does a ghost even need $5 for? I thought people were gonna start having a thing about him. I thought people were gonna start having a thing about him saying, what does a ghost need a thing for? Because I don't think Eden or Emmett know that she's a ghost. I don't know. Hi, Andrews. Thank you for the hydrate and stretch. Thank you. Oh. Bubba. Oh, thank you. Hope you're doing good today, Andrews. Well, go on. What bet at my expense did you make this time? I bet that Emmett had a soft spot for you. I mean, he'd never stop by so much when Sylvie was around. You picked up the last of the pasta on your fork, already full to bursting. Apparently eating pasta for two all by yourself was difficult work. Though, fortunately, no one else had seemed to notice Florian's lack of eating. When he hovered over towards Emmett, poking fun while he attempted to swat her away unsuccessfully, okay, I guess they do know she's a ghost. Eden and Lucille were engaged in a lively conversation about something or another, and for a moment, you felt peace. It was strange. You hadn't known anyone here for longer than a week, and yet, here you all were, talking, laughing, having dinner together, like you'd known each other all your lives. It was a feeling you'd never felt before, not even back at home. The closest you'd ever come was the night you'd stayed up playing video games with friends over voice chat, and even then, there was a distance between you, a separation in place. Here, though, it was different. Even when Emmett and Eden were arguing, there was something comforting about the knowledge that they were right beside you, a mere arm's length away. You leaned back, fork resting against your plate. Your stomach was full, your heart a little more so. Okay. New bet! No, I keep losing bets with you. I don't want to do them anymore. Psst, wrong answer. Okay, here it is. I bet Lucille could out-eat Florian and Emmett and Eden in a pie-eating contest if she wanted to. Is there a pie-eating contest coming up I haven't heard about? Well, no, but I mean we can always organise one. I'll pass. That is not a wager I would wish to entertain, Lady Winona, but I am flattered by your confidence in my constitution. Lucille gave a quiet laugh and dabbed at the corner of her mouth with a napkin. I'm sure she could. I'm sure she could destroy a pie-eating contest. Not quite in the same way that my boy... not in the same way that my little guy... What's his name? Why am I blanking on his name? From Witchy Life Story. Why am I blanking on his name? That's annoying. Devon, not the way Devon the throat goat could destroy a hot dog eating contest. And eat every hot dog. Not just the ones meant for him, but the other competitors as well. Every hot dog. God. I miss Devon. I wish he was here at this dinner. This evening has been most enjoyable. In my kingdom, feasts are often accompanied by political tension and hidden motives. Here there is laughter, companionship, and light-hearted debate. I must confess, it is refreshing. I'm glad you think so. Same! I've never had this much fun in forever. I wish every day was like this. You'd get bored of me eventually. Impossible. I could never get bored of you. It's true. You have a natural draw to you that's hard to resist. You think everyone's hard to resist. What can I say? I'm a lover. Ew. Anyway, are we done here? It's probably about time I dragged our favourite accountant home before he regrets